Sometimes the things we love are not worth the fight. Beloved French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte continually participated in an affair with war. Bonaparte holds a complicated role in French history. His empire happily supported victory, but turned their backs in times of loss. A guided tour of the Musée de l'Armée, or the Army Museum, was the final item on Friday's itinerary. The Footsteps group had traveled for a week, and most of us were running low on fumes, myself included. After a crash course on Bonaparte, we discovered our exhaustion was no match for his fatigued, constantly battling soldiers. Fabienne Germ, our guide for the day, began our tour in the Hôtel National des Invalides. She explained that from 1617 to 1674, King Louis XIV built a hotel to serve as an injured soldier and war veteran hospital. Inhabitants created shoes, uniforms, and guns for soldiers at an in-house factory. In 1789, the hotel became the perfect target for the French resistance to steal weapons. When Bonaparte heard of the French uprising, he left his military troops in support of gaining power in France. He organized a coup and was elected Emperor of France. Bonaparte's recurring relationship with war led to his two-time exile. The life of Bonaparte continues to strike my curiosity. The first emperor of France has the kind of backstory Ernie Pyle would have loved to write about. I wanted to fill in the missing pieces of Bonaparte's history, so I decided to give my old French teacher, Christina Hull, a call. Hull explained to me that Bonaparte was born in Corsica, a small island off of France. He quickly rose to power during the Revolution. Bonaparte advanced from a directory seat to a consulate seat, and then became first consul for life. Hull believes this title is what encouraged Bonaparte to seize power. His emperorship was voted upon, but Hull asserts voters knew they had to vote yes or face severe punishment. Life went downhill for Bonaparte in 1812. Like Hitler, he made the mistake of invading Russia in the winter. Bonaparte left for Russia with the largest army in the world, but returned to Paris with less than 10,000 soldiers. The French people were alarmed and angered by this monumental defeat. Bonaparte was exiled to St. Elba. Many members of his imperial guard went with him. He kept in contact with a lot of his old soldiers. These relationships paved the way for Bonaparte's unsuccessful return to Paris. The failed invasion led Bonaparte to St. Helena for his second exile, which is conveniently much farther away from France. He died there. Bonaparte held extreme loyalty from his army. I wonder, did they love him, love war, or love their country? Was it all three? Ernie Pyle writes about the multifaceted relationship of soldiers and war, but soldiers Pyle profiled knew World War II would end. I believe Pyle could not have endorsed Bonaparte's troops as he endorsed U.S. troops. Pyle knew America committed to the safe return of soldiers, but Bonaparte loved victory too much to end his wars. His soldiers fought wars with an unattainable goal. Hundreds of thousands of men died for Bonaparte's obsession with world domination. Perhaps the breakup between Bonaparte and war was the best thing for all of France.